it's Leslie Meredith with Breakbulk Events and Media. I'm here in Houston. I'm joined by Patrick Bohan from Canada, Port of Halifax. Welcome.
Good to be here.
Yeah, it's great to have you back. So, how are things up in Halifax?
Things are very good in Halifax. We're having a great year, and it's good to be here at the Breakbulk Americas show in Houston and seeing lots of our partners here and having good discussions. Been a great show.
Oh,
Yeah.
good. Well, I'm very glad to hear that. Now, you've just finished up a session on Breakbulk Ports of the Future. I feel like we need some sound effects here, but tell us what you talked about in this session.
We talked extensively about bringing technology to the breakbulk environment and some of the unique challenges there where you're dealing with a lot of one-off and special cargo, some things that might never be done again, so it's not so easy to standardize them. And then you have other parts of the breakbulk business which are a little more standard and regular and scheduled. And anyway, the unique challenges of that innovative environment, and we talked about a Port Authority's view on how to manage these breakbulk assets, essentially to get more out of them and to deliver more value to the customer.
Tom was saying that many of the breakbulk facilities are in rather poor shape. So, what's your take on that?
Well, breakbulk is more traditional infrastructure, and oftentimes it's using transit sheds that were built some time ago, but often these things were built to last, and their traditional looking infrastructure doesn't look especially modern, what is going on there. And that's maybe one side of it. The other side is that you are handling very high value, unique cargo, and there's a special operation going on that has a lot of people involved and expertise from all over the world, heavy lifts and different things that are very challenging. So the challenge, I guess, is to make what you can of the physical infrastructure better by bringing technology to it. And this is a very innovative industry that has risen to that challenge time and time again. And so, we think the breakbulk Port of the Future will show more technology, obviously, when you look at it. And the data that is harnessed there will be used to make decision-making that allows us to do even more incredible things in the future.
Okay. So, give us an example of technology that might have one of the bigger impacts on breakbulk ports.
Well, the obvious one is the digital camera and the low-cost digital imaging and the information you can upload even from something like that, right? Everybody today with a small handheld device can take a high-resolution photo, and the technology is allowing us to take that and map that information and do all kinds of things with it that go beyond a mere photo.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That's interesting. So tell me what cargoes you're seeing in Halifax.
Well, we do a lot of traditional forest products handling, and we also handle a great deal of steel in different forms. We handle minerals and all kinds of resources for heavy industry. And then we do a whole host of out-of-gauge cargoes that are incredible pieces of machinery that are brought in through our port on roll-on, roll-off vessels. We've seen trends, too, around module construction, where modules are built on the other side of the world, move through the port, and put together with other pieces in construction to build buildings and camps and all kinds of facilities of every description.
That must be so exciting to see.
Yeah, that's the best part of the breakbulk business is you really see how the world turns, and you see the advances in trade and just the innovation that people and firms bring to the world economy.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. So speaking of trade, uh, how do you see will that trade agreement between Canada, the U.S., and Mexico be signed? And what's Canada's position?
Well, I think trade makes the world go round, and we live in environment where trade agreements come up to be renewed and renegotiated and adjusted to reflect the times. And we can certainly expect that trade will continue to present some disagreements at times, but I think people are motivated to work through this and find the best outcome that is possible.
Well, good. We'll be keeping an eye on it, as I'm sure you will be too.
For sure. Yeah. Thank
All
you.
right. Thanks so much for talking to us.